Good morning, everyone. There we go. Sorry about that. Good morning. Welcome to Activities with Marcy for things to do while you're experiencing some cabin fever. Let me get you set up here so you can see where we are. Okay. So I hope you're all dealing well with this isolation and you're not running out of things to do with the kids, which I know is really challenging when you've got little ones at home. So let's start first with our chalice lighting today. It's a battery operated one that you can't see very well in this light. Sacred unknowing. We light this flame for the art of sacred unknowing, humbled by all that we cannot fathom in this time. We come into the presence of what we do know, perhaps the only thing we can ever know, that love is now and forever, the only answer to everything and everyone in this moment. So welcome. I've got a couple of fun activities for us today. I'm going to start with some paper airplanes because my grandson Bentley loves paper airplanes. And I thought, kids of all ages can make paper airplanes if the adults know how to make the different varieties. So, real simple one here. Check this out. 2 loops of paper, one twice the size of the other, just taped on a straw. I sent the link to these activities and the instructions to a lot of people last night. If I didn't get it to you, I will put the link in the comments after I post this video. So this is an excellent little airplane. It flies well. You can play catch with it. It flies that well. It's also great for expanding the STEM part of our brains. So all that science and math. How could we make this different? Why do I say that this should be twice the size of this one? Experiment and find out. See if you can make them closer to the same size. How does that work? How about drastically different? What if this one was tiny? What if they weren't circles? What then? Could you make them as squares or triangles? How would that work? So give it a try. Oh, hint. Fly this part first. This is your engine, so it goes in the back. So you're going to fly it. You can't see, but it's across the room. So super easy to make that one. Do I have one that's a little bit harder? I do. I'm going to take you with me on this. So I have set this up in my playroom. Here is a plane that's on a string, running from a little bit higher point in the room all the way across the room. Ready for this one? Simple. How do you make it? Let's give it a try. Painter's tape, good idea for the walls, parents. Okay. So for this one, you're going to need a toilet paper tube. And you can decorate it, you can wrap it with paper like I did this one. Doesn't matter, it's up to you, however you want it to look. But then what you want to do is you want to make some wings. So you've got a nice large wing in the front and a smaller one in the back. There's my paper to wrap this. I can glue it right on there with my hot glue gun. Okay, let's make some of these. Now what I did is I made as close to a perfect triangle as I could. A 5-inch distance on these sides here. And then this one I made a 3-inch. So simple. Look at that. Okay. So all you're going to do is glue those right on there. Now, they do tend to spin a little bit when they're running on the string, so I put a little weight in the bottom. What I did is I put a couple of paper clips here. I don't know if you can see that those are actual paper clips. Can you see that now? There you go. The instructions that I found suggested you glue a quarter or tape a quarter in here, but it's a round tube and a quarter doesn't go round. So if you want to experiment with that, go ahead, let me know how to make it work other than a lot of tape. Another fun thing that you can do with this one is you can make it have a carrier basket. So what I did is I just took a little jewelry box and I covered it just because I wanted it to be fun. Can you see these? They're gummy bears on that paper. Isn't that fun? It's very colorful, very rainbowish. And I created a rope to hang our basket, and I'm going to run this right through my airplane. So that it will hang like that. I'm going to glue that on there. And just so we can use it right away, I'm also going to add a paper clip. Hold that glue in place. And then just string this back on the string that runs through your room. And you can give somebody a ride. Have you got a little toy cow you can put in there? What would like a ride today? Nothing too big, I don't think. But hope you have fun with that. Let me know. Give me some comments if you make this and they turn out okay. Okay. If you're looking for a nice, safe way to go out for a walk, sounds like I'm talking about the grocery store. Safe way to go out for a walk. You want to entertain the kids, but you don't want to interact with too many people. I also included the link for a Let's Take a Walk scavenger hunt. So I went out for a walk yesterday to see what I could find. I have a mailbox at the end of my street, so that one was easy. There are street lights, but none of them were turned on when I went for a walk, so I didn't count it. I saw a wooden gate at a neighbor's house. There were a couple kids out riding their bikes, so I checked that off. Of course, I saw plenty of dogs being walked. I even saw a cat wandering around. And I went through a neighborhood, and there were a lot of chalk drawings, so I checked that off. So, fun way to actually look for things while you're out for a walk. Get those kids thinking and moving. All right, do you need some quiet time? I've got a nice little idea for you. If the adults want to make this ahead of time and have it sitting around for your kids to just go and draw one of these activities out, it's worth the little bit of time that it takes. So also linked were some suggestions for this Give Me a Moment jar. So when an adult is busy and the kid is needing some attention, you just want to say, just give me a minute here. You've got this little jar of sticks. And what the kids can do is they can go over and grab any one of these. You know, do you want to make it you can't choose, or do you want to make it let them read? Up to you. It's how your family works. So I just pulled one out. It says, measure a room with a book. Well, that would take me a few minutes, wouldn't it? What does it mean? How do I do that? If your kids are old enough, the answer is you figure it out. Here are your instructions. You figure it out. Leave this little jar of suggestions out where the kids can reach it, and anytime an adult needs a minute, remind them to go see that. So, are they bouncing off the wall, or are you looking for things to do? If you've got kids that are bouncing off the wall, I have a lovely suggestion. This is my mindful glitter jar. It's just a little one today. I've made bigger ones. This was just a tiny water bottle. I don't use water bottles, so I had to scrounge this at the church office. I found it. Somebody had used it. So you can use a mason jar. I'm going to make one today with us in my Unitarian Universalist mason jar. And the idea behind this is, if you need a moment to calm, you get your mindful glitter jar and give it a good shake. See how it's all mixed up? Big pieces of glitter, little pieces of glitter. and you just watch it. And it starts to settle. And it's so calming to watch the glitter settle. Heavy pieces settle first. Lighter pieces take a little more time. So I'm going to show you how to make this. The instructions are in the link, but here we go. Any kind of jar that you want, as long as it can seal tight, and it's a really good idea to either tape or hot glue the lid. So what you need is some clear glue. Now, some instructions I have found said use glitter glue. I didn't like the glitter glue. I found that I couldn't see through it. The color was so dense that I couldn't even see the glitter. So I'm sticking with my Elmer's clear glue here. And some choices involved here. You want to fill it at least about 1/8 of an inch with glue. But the more glue, the slower the fall will be. This was about 1/4 of the way full with glitter glue. And I like that, that speed of settling. So up to you. So we're going to add in, here we go. Is that about 1/4 of the way? I think so. Now, depending on the opening, with this little guy, I used a funnel to put my glitter in. This one, I probably don't need it. So I'm going to add some glitter. And you know what I did? Is I found some little sprinkles, what are they even called these? These little metal, almost glitter-like things. You know, I'm at a loss now. Little pieces of metal that can also, those are my bigger pieces of glitter that are in there. So I'm going to add some of those in. I've got some hearts. I've got some smaller size ones that are just little dots. And then I'm going to put in, this is just some silver-based rainbow glitter. I'm going to put in about 1 tablespoon of glitter. And the good thing is that as you make this, you're going to stop and check it out. So you're going to go fill this with warm water. It needs to be warm so that it can dilute, so that it can melt the glue down and loosen the glue up a little bit. After you've got it most of the way filled with warm water, you want to cap it up good and tight. Don't glue it or tape it in place yet. And you're going to test it. You're going to shake it. Remember, I haven't added my water yet just because it's over there. You're going to shake it up and see what you think. Does it move too fast? Does it move too slow? What do you need? Do you need more glitter in there? So you decide, and then you can either add more water or more glue or more glitter, whatever you'd like to do. And then you're going to close it up with some glue around the edge, or you can tape around the outside of it. Tape may be tricky if you've got somebody who's interested in maybe picking it apart. That probably wouldn't add to the mindful calming effect of it. So those are my suggestions for today. I hope you enjoy it. My airplanes are gone. All right. Here's the big airplane that runs on a string. Let's get the other one and see how it flies. Where did it land? Here it is. And let's give it a throw. My photography is not very good. I don't know what you got to see. All right. So I hope you like those ideas. I will be back on Monday morning at 10:30 for some story time. And then next week, Thursday, I'll have some new activities for you. Some sit-down quiet ones and also some get up and move. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you can use those activities. And let me know what you thought.